Good afternoon and welcome to Audiotree Live. Today is Thursday, October 9th, 2014, and we're honored to have with us Ace Reporter.
So say, don't you go. So say, never know. So say, everybody's out for everything. 'Cause they are. So say, treat me right. So say, cut the line. So say, everybody's in for everything. 'Cause they are. Cells are clean, a scrub their mama, to brilliant screen. For history honors, my self-esteem is hanging on a plaque on the wall. The room is tight, I judge you with a historical pride that gather from the collected words of writerly Russian that I read. So say we're alright. So say we're alright. So say both of us are in for everything. 'Cause we are. Cells are clean, a scrub their mama, to brilliant screen. For history honors, my self-esteem is hanging on a plaque on the wall. The room is tight, I judge you with a historical pride I gather from the collected words of writerly Russians that I read. Wherever you are, give me a good reason to start. It's such a discouraging art to be a part of a part of a part. So say, don't you go. So say, never know. So say, both of us are in for everything. 'Cause we are. Cells are clean, a scrub their mama, to brilliant screen. For history honors, my self-esteem is hanging on a plaque on the wall. The room is tight, I judge it with a historical pride I gather from the collected works of writerly Russians that I read,
Audiotree Live with Ace Reporter. I was supposed to say hi to all of y'all from Lauren McCluskey because apparently you hung out at So Far Sounds, or that you spoke to her at So Far Sounds. So she's not here today, and she's sad of that. But yeah, so hi from her.
Hi, Lauren.
Yeah, hi Lauren. If you're watching, you can see them. I would like to know from each one of you, if you would care to share, about like a concert that was really like a pinnacle of whether performance or just because like the time of your life that you were in that you remember as like a really awesome show. Anyone can start that would like to.
I'll go first, I guess. I have two. One was the first concert I ever went to,
Okay.
which is going to sound ridiculous because it was when I was, I don't know, 12 or 13 years old.
Yeah.
And I saw U2 and Rage Against the Machine at the LA Coliseum.
Dang.
Like, that was the first show of any kind.
And that was your first show?
Yeah.
Jeez. All right.
My cousin, who was my older, cooler cousin, took me. And he's kind of like, yeah, no big deal, you know. Just, you know. And then, but recently, I saw St. Vincent in Chicago.
Sweet.
Up at the Riviera. Is that right?
Yeah.
And I love her music, but I was just blown away by the kind of the performance-ness of it.
Sure.
It was, you know, choreographed, and she was inhabited this character, and yeah, I mean, it's mind-blowing.
Sweet. Yeah, man. Next? Others? Corbin?
Yeah, I guess for me, I'd have to say, I saw Kanye West Yeezus tour,
Hell yeah.
and I don't know.
Did
if
you see
any-
that here? Or
Yeah, I
did you?
saw it
Okay.
at the United Center, and it
Okay.
was. I mean, it's one of those things where like, it's just absolutely your mouth is just open the entire time.
Yeah.
Because it's like the culmination of like incredible visuals plus like fashion. It was like watching the best fashion show you'll ever want to see.
Yeah, right.
Then like just the music, and he only had like two guys, and I think the guy he tours with is like Mike Dean,
Okay.
who does like all the instrumentals on top of like a DJ. So it was insane. It was like I leaned over to my buddy like the entire time. I was just like, this is insane.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Did he wear that mask for the first half of it? It was like that
and
at
then
the
he
time.
did that
yeah.
like he has that. There's like a portion where he does like the Kanye rant.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I seen this.
Yeah.
I'm ready for this.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's sweet. Next, Adam?
Yeah, I would say I have like a really good handful of them, but one that has come up in recent history, and I didn't even think of this until you mentioned the Kanye show, was a couple months ago. I had a friend took me to see the Beyonce and Jay-Z tour.
Dang.
And it was honestly I like the most successful concert tour of all time or whatever, but it was just incredible. Like the whole production, everything was amazing. But for me, it was really important because when I see those things, sometimes I get really intimidated. Like as a musician,
Yeah.
I see these people up there doing these huge shows, and I'm like, oh my God, like what would I do if that were me? But whatever has switched in me in the past couple of years, I saw that show and I was like, I kind of like just was like, I know where I'm going. Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't intimidate me at all. And it actually like really inspired me and excited me to think of like, that's the direction, like, you know,
Sure.
that's the goal. So I think that's probably the one for me.
That's sweet. Ben?
I'm gonna have to go with my first show too. I think I was like 11 or 12, and my parents surprised me to see Grand Funk, an old band
Sweet.
from the 70s.
Yeah.
And it was like the first band that I was really ever into, and I got to meet everybody after the show,
Sweet.
and it was just like really inspiring as like the first like musical thing. It was either that or I saw Tony Bennett when I was like 5 years old.
Okay, yeah.
With my grandma.
That's deep in you
Yeah,
somewhere.
And apparently I walked out and was like, I want to be a drummer like that guy. So
Yes.
it was one of those two.
That's sweet. Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out. You can go into your next song.
Where it's dark by a river, TV sound
Ace Reporter on Audiotree Live. While you guys get ready to go into your next one, for Chris, I would like to know a little bit more about the 365 project. I mean, I've read about it, and people can read about the story of it, like on your site. But I guess maybe what you were thinking when you went into it, and then like, did it get exhausting? Is maybe my biggest question.
So, everybody goes through a period of burnout with a thing that they love,
Sure.
whether it's a person or a job or a lot of people get burned out at school, and I was in a band for a long time, and it just sort of, the fun had gone out of it,
Sure.
without anybody really noticing. And then one day I woke up and there'd been a few altercations, and I it was obvious to everybody that it just wasn't moving forward.
Yeah.
And you can push on a wall only so long, And then, so I was really burned out with the music business, and I said, I don't know if I can continue to do this. What do I love about this still? And the answer was, I love writing songs.
Okay.
So I decided I'm going to write a song every single day for a whole year, unless it kills me. And if I get to the point where I say, this isn't cool, this isn't good anymore, I don't like this, then I'll stop.
Sure.
And I just didn't stop. I got really tired. I would say I had 3 second wins.
Okay. Do you remember what numbers they were on, or do you remember like what months even you were in when those happened?
I definitely remember October being a little rough.
Okay.
But November and December were pretty strong, and I was really happy.
Did you start on January 1st?
Yeah,
Okay,
I did.
cool.
I did.
Yeah.
I actually ended on January 1st too, but that was a cover, so it doesn't really count.
So that's 366.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it was sort of a personal voyage of rediscovery, right?
Sure.
Like, do I like this or not?
Yeah. So obviously I haven't listened to all 365 or whatever, but I saw that they are available. Did you revisit older songs as you went down, or were they all like totally new? Does that make sense? Like, did you like take an earlier number 26 and then re-adopt it or like change it up a bit?
I didn't look back during the project.
Okay.
But I did to make the record.
Right,
So the record is sort of, there's this yearling. It's sort of stolen from the headlines, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, in fact, I haven't gone back and listened to all of them.
Okay.
That would take a long time.
Yeah, that would take a really long time. It would take a serious fan to really dive in. If anybody has,
Yeah.
let him know. I'm
You
sure.
get a free something.
Yeah, you can. You'll have free whatever you choose that he has available. You can have it. Sweet. All right, man. You guys can go into your next track.
Great. This one's called Arcadia.
Wear your feather famously. You're the canyon people drive to see. Sashing through the garden, shine your teeth. I never share my private thoughts. Keep them in my jewelry box. Kneel them at the stations of my lords. Oh,
Audiotree Live with Ace Reporter. You guys can go into your next song, and I will just say that the record Yuling XL is out. You can get it, and you can see like the extended version of the. It's a 13-track record, correct? But you can see a ton of the other songs, so it's awesome. Check it out on their website.
Every time we meet, praying in your sleep. Watch you tell the angels those are secrets you should keep. I used to pull myself away. Sorry that I came. You're awkward in the kitchen. Talk about your children. Dictionary entry for avoidable mistakes. Strange night to dance like an idiot. I've gone to true proletarian. I'm never fun after the sun goes down. This isn't love, you made that clear. Just a man you're going to hear. Every now and then this time of year. This isn't love, you made that clear. Just a boy you like to turn. All the saints and angels pray for us. If you were in my place, you'd see this is a cage. But I would never struggle, I'm remarkably behaved. This isn't love, you made that clear. It's just a word you like to hear. Every now and then this time of year. The city shines, but not for us. Just a boy you like to turn. All the saints and angels pray for us. I'm trying hard to depend on you. You said it wouldn't count, but that wasn't true. I'm never fun after the sun goes down. Meet me outside, you're beautiful. Meet me outside, you're beautiful. Meet me outside in your beautiful car. Meet me outside, you're beautiful. Meet me outside, you're beautiful. Meet me outside and you're beautiful. This isn't love, you made that clear. Just a word you like to hear. All but now and then this time of year. The city shines, but not for us. Just a boy you like to turn. All the saints and angels pray for us. Meet me outside, you're beautiful. 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 Meet me outside, you're beautiful.
Audiotree Live with Ace Reporter. Yeah, well, you switch up, man. Go ahead and get that other guitar. I would like to know, I saw that, Chris, that you played violin as a kid, or there was a Throwback Thursday photo of that. Did you How do I want to ask this? So I played piano and then trumpet, and I hated practicing them, and then picked up a guitar once and like found that I enjoyed practicing it, which is why I think that I continue to play guitar and like can't play those other instruments. Do you like? Does that resonate with you at all as an old violin player? And do you still play violin?
So
I
yes
guess?
and no, and I hope my mom's watching.
Okay, cool, yeah.
She'll definitely relate to this. I hated practicing.
Okay.
I think every kid does, and
Yeah.
the ones who don't are, Itzhak Perlman and Famous
Yeah.
and stuff or whatever. And for me, when I got my first guitar, I was 12 or 13. I was pretty late, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
And it was the fact that I was playing the guitar and not playing the violin. It was a little illicit.
Sure.
And that made it kind of more exciting, and like a secret. And so
Yeah.
there was this, I was always drawn to it. At the end of the day, though, I'm a much better violinist than I am a guitarist.
Okay, sure. On the scale or
Well, 'cause,
whatever.
like, 20 years of
Yeah.
instruction. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
But I fell in love with the guitar just as a tool for making songs.
Sure.
Which the violin never was.
Right.
For me.
Right. Maybe as like a collaborative thing or adding on to something else, but it's hard to write a song with
chords, I
violin.
mean,
Yeah, sure.
What a revelation.
Yeah. So when you talk about like the illicitness of it, do you mean because like your family didn't know, or more like because one is very traditional and the other had like a rock star feel to it, or?
Yeah, I mean, the violin was the serious thing,
Sure.
and you went to lessons and you had performances, and the guitar was the thing you did because you watched music videos and all those
Yeah.
guys were playing guitar.
Yeah, right. Okay. That makes sense. Did any of you guys play an instrument that you don't now? Or like did you when you were younger? Anyone? The answer doesn't have to be yes.
I started actually on trumpet
Okay.
as well,
Cool.
and I hated practicing so much. I tried to like quit band several times, and
someone wouldn't let you?
yeah,
or-
like, I don't know what bureaucratic system wouldn't let me out, but
Yeah.
I couldn't get out of it. And I was actually telling the story. I used to take my trumpet and free throw it into the trash can. And I
sick, dude.
and then I went on to and I was hell to my band director in junior high, but I ended up meeting up with her later as I've become like a musician, and how funny the story was. We reconnected, but I still have that trumpet.
Sweet.
And I can still play it,
Yes.
but I don't.
Okay, yes, that's what I choose not to as a rule. That is a great story.
I'll say one more thing, which what you just said reminded me of, is that at some point I started playing in orchestras,
Okay.
and that was awesome.
Okay.
I loved playing. I still didn't like practicing,
Sure.
but I loved going to those rehearsals. It was so much fun to be
Yeah.
part of this bigger thing. And I don't know if that's kind of what eventually kind of shuttled me into being in a band.
In a band, yeah. Yeah, well, maybe. I mean, the only thing that I enjoyed about playing the trumpet was jazz band. Like, I like this similar to that. I enjoyed doing that thing, but by myself was nothing at all. But yeah, it probably does connect to you being in a band. People like performing with others. I think
Making
maybe is
something
important.
bigger than you can make on your own.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. All right, go into your last song, dudes.
Sure. This is Untouched and Arrived.
Look at these eyes, covered in cobwebs, green like they're alive. So many have tried to find you inside of them.
Audiotree Live with Ace Reporter. Thanks again, guys, for coming out and performing.
Thank you.
Thanks to Emperor Cabs, thanks to Goose Island, thanks to awesome people in the studio and sound engineers, camera and lighting crew hooking it up. Thank you, viewers, for watching. Support the band by downloading the session when it comes out in a few weeks, and send a shout via social media to us or the band if you just want to connect. From all of us here at the Audiotree studio, thanks for watching. Goodbye.